Motherfucking damn it. Hey guys, welcome to another episode in the deep playthrough of Need for Speed 2015-2016 for the PC version. This was again a ridiculously hard challenge in an under-tiered, stock, untuned car. The time of this was a time trial and the times are static. It is not like if you have like a faster car you get a sharper time, or if you have a slower car you get more time. No, it's really static. It's a hard difficulty free roam event that I'm mopping up, and yeah, I limited myself to cars up to this Porsche. This is $74,500 US. Everything that is more expensive are more like the supercars. I will save them for later for the career events, the hard difficulty career events. So that was my limitation, like no tuning, cars up to 74,000 US dollar. I think it's a little bit more. This one, 17.5 or something. And then just doing all these hard free roam events, and there were some of them that were so ridiculously hard, but two races literally took 10 hours. Previous episode, the race took 4.5 hours. This one went way quicker than I expected actually. It still took me like, I will check in a sec how long, but I think 2 hours at least. But this one was a really tricky one, and I really got lucky that this run everything went right, because it was a really long one. It was a time trial. We started over here. I think we went over here on the highway, and then I don't know how the course went. Maybe we went back across the same highway. I don't even think so. I think we went all the way over here. We also passed at least one big bridge. That was maybe this bridge. I don't know. No, I think that's this bridge. So I think we did a whole tour over here, and then back we ended up here. And it was conceptually easy, just full throttle, but you really had to know which corners a little bit to brake, which corners to take flat out, and then the RNG can also screw up your run, like with traffic messing up your best driving line, etc. And in this car you really cannot lose any seconds because the car is just not quick enough compared to the supercars. These hardcore events really are made for like the Lamborghinis, the McLarens. 911 really is a tier below it, especially if you do it in stock. So I'm really happy that this one worked out. And I actually liked the trial itself. In the previous episode I got super frustrated. It was still during the working week. Today it's Saturday, so I have a little bit more time. But yeah, it was not even so much frustrated with the game. It was just my in real life, my job, etc. And then also, I think that was in the previous episode, I just started cruising around in this area, and that totally relaxed me. It's such a beautiful game world just to mess around in. But yeah, I was really like doubting, is it even possible? Because there were some events, time trials, where I really found like in this car it is physically impossible to win. It just doesn't have to speed to get to that fixed target objective time. Which is not dynamic based on the speed of your car. It is just, this is the event, this is the time. And I really was doubting whether this car was up to it. But at one point I was 5 seconds off the time. So instead of a 4:32, I had 4:37. Then at one time I got a 4:35. And they were not the cleanest runs. So, and then at one point I really was like, okay, there's one corner that I always braked. I can actually take it flat out. And then I got at 4:33, and then in this, that's not that long ago, a few attempts ago, and then in this episode, yeah, it all went amazing. The traffic was amazing. That corner that I used to brake, I took flat out, and more so, at the end there was a corner that I didn't really figure out that well yet, but that one I also took flat out. So then I really was gaining a lot of time, like because that's the thing, this car also doesn't accelerate that quickly in the higher gears. So if you're needlessly braking, you're wasting so much time getting back up to speed compared to when you just go through it full throttle. you carry all that extra speed over the long straight behind it. So it's really important not to brake too much. Yeah, and then it went well. And that's also the problem with these long attempts. Often you mess up at the start or in the middle, then you start over. So the start, let's say the first half of the track, you see it all the time, but the latter half, especially the final part, you see that much less, because often you're already starting over because you know you made a mistake and you will not be able to win anyways. So that is why I'm so amazed with this attempt that there was a final at the last section of the course. There was a fast left-hander, and then I think it went into a tunnel. That left-hander, I didn't see it that often, and I just blasted through it. I don't know, it was on autopilot in my mind, and it all went well. So I'm really, really happy with that. So that is one other hard difficulty event in the pocket. I'm really happy one. That's also why I put that limitation on myself. It's really hard. Besides the fact that you get way more playtime out of the game, because there were 2 races that cost me 20 hours to complete, only 2 free roam events. That's a lot of bang for your money. And still, it's not even that I dislike it. I mean, I really like the world, I like the car sounds. It doesn't get old. This Porsche, the quick shifting, the slamming it through the gears, to me, it keeps it really enjoyable. So yes, it's super frustrating sometimes, and especially if you don't know if it's even possible to win in a slower car. But overall, I'm getting way more playtime. But the other reason why I'm actually putting these limitations on myself is just the major sense of accomplishment that you get once you do achieve your goal, or you get your win, compared to just buying slamming a big turbo on the engine. Or buying a super fast car and basically winning it with your eyes closed, so to say. So yeah, I'm really happy with this one. We are nearly done with all the free roam events. So what we now have to do still is a circuit race. They can be really hard races compared to the time trials, although this time trial I really found it quite hard. So a circuit race, and what's this? A drag race, and that's about it. For the rest, there are only hard level career events left, except this one. This is a free roam, but here we have to unlock some stuff in the campaign first. Yeah, so let me very quickly check how long this one took me. I'm just curious. I will quickly alt-tab to the desktop, or maybe not. I will just keep this a short episode. In the next episode, I will quickly look it up in this episode. Give me 1 second, because I want to mention it in the commentary. We'll be back in a sec. Alright, back at it. Sorry, I don't know how long the Shadowplay keeps active in the background if I'm in the desktop. I don't know exactly how. Sometimes it does pause for, 10 seconds in the recording. But hope it didn't take too long. But actually, this one really didn't take me that long compared to others. It only took me an hour to an hour and a half. I've really very roughly counted all the footage on the hard drive from the starting attempt, stopping it, cancelling an event or attempt, and then just stopping the footage and restarting it. So I have a lot of separate small files, like 40 seconds, 1 minute. But yeah, let's say it took between an hour and a half and an hour. Or maybe a bit longer, I don't know, but it didn't take like 5 or 10 hours. So I'm really happy with that. Next episode, we will be tackling first the drag race, which will be also very hard in a stock car. But yeah, let's hope that I can just slam the competitor out of the way, because the competitors are often tuned cars. They are off the line way quicker. And then we will be doing the last free roam circuit race. assume the position, and then we also have still here a drift event, but we will do that later. Then we only have the career hard level events. There probably I will not place as much limitation on myself. I will buy the no car unlocks, I will buy any car I want, and maybe also will start even tuning, because it's of course a part of the game that I really didn't use a lot, or at all almost. By the way, before ending this episode, at the end of the events there are often collectibles. So we will be picking up all the collectibles. We're going for 100% playthrough. It's such an amazing game. Although I do think everything here, yeah, we already checked it out here. In the previous episodes, I was roaming about in this area a long time. Beautiful, beautiful vistas. Look at the leaves. I'm gonna repeat myself now, but it's such an amazing game. There's some 3D interior there, or probably flat texture, but somewhat of 3D. It's just an incredible game world. This is really for me the real successor to Most Wanted. It feels the same. It is just in every way a nicer world, but it really has that same vibe, I find. It's just amazing game. And I'm not talking about Most Wanted 2. All the Criterion games are crazy bad in my view. It's just a Burnout Paradise with Need for Speed title on it. It has nothing to do with Need for Speed. The fact that you cannot even manually shift, only put automatic gearboxes in that game, is really a sign on the wall that you didn't understand one single iota of what Need for Speed is all about. Need for Speed is all about car culture, car fans. You want to be able to manually slam it through the gear. You don't want some super dumbed down arcade racer that is on rails. It is ridiculous, the Criterion games. Need for Speed Burnout in itself, amazing game. Criterion, probably an amazing developer, but they totally never understood the Need for Speed series, if you ask me. These guys, I think it's Ghost Games, they surely 100% understand it. Anywho, let's do a bit of roleplay. Let's park the car a little bit more cleanly. Like so. We will shut off the engine and we will leave it here until the next episodes where we are going to tackle one drag race and one circuit race. Guys, hope you enjoyed. Hope to beautiful pictures, images, the car graphics, the sunshine, the reflection on the water, the bridge, the draw distance, it's the skybox, it's all amazing. Anyways, hope you enjoyed, hope to see you in the next one. For the meantime, don't forget, always do keep on gaming. See you later.